I made Giannis's brothers superstars. Thanasis Antetokounmpo has the attributes of prime Dirk. Kostas has the attributes of prime Shaq. And Alex has the attributes of prime Paul George. I wanted to see how much they would dominate all on the same team. And in season number 1, they won 67 games, which honestly was less than I expected. You're talking about 4 90+ overall players with a good supporting cast. I was expecting a few more wins from the squad, but overall, a really good season. I mean, we were the number 1 seed. Alex Antetokounmpo was putting up good numbers. So was Giannis. Giannis was running the small forward for us this year. Thanasis was playing the 4, and Kostas was playing the 5 spot. So let's see if the brothers can win an NBA championship. In round number 1, we're taking on the Miami Heat. Of course, they had to take the first game, but we're going to go ahead and get up 3-1 in the series, and we'll get out of there in a gentleman's sweep. Round number 2, we have the Boston Celtics, one of the most difficult 2K teams to take on. And it's funny when you see all the Antetokounmpos lined up, they have such long last names. But anyway, we lost in 6 games. Are you kidding me? This just shows how terrible the 2K simulation is. The fact that you can have this many great players on the same team and still lose is crazy. But Thanasis, Kostas, and Alex were all on 1-year deals, so they're going to have the opportunity to enter free agency. Salary cap is off to give the Bucks a chance to re-sign everybody, but they didn't do that. And Thanasis and Kostas followed each other to the Bulls, while Alex stayed on the Bucks playing with Giannis. So I really like the way this worked out. We've got 2 brothers on one team, 2 brothers on another team, and the Bulls, they also have Giannis and Zach LaVine. So I think that these teams should be pretty competitive against each other. We see Thanasis and Kostas shining a little bit more on the Chicago Bulls. So I think this should be pretty fun, and we should see some head-to-head matchups between these 2 teams. In year number 1 with Chicago, Kostas and Thanasis had their impact felt. They won 54 games, but the Bucks, they really felt the loss of Kostas and Thanasis, only winning 41 games this season. A tough year to say the least for the Milwaukee Bucks, but they have a chance to make the playoffs through the play-in tournament. The Bulls are sitting at the 2nd seed, so if the Bucks earn the 7th seed in the play-in, there's a chance they could be facing off. But unfortunately, the Bucks end up earning the 8th spot, so we won't see them facing off in the first round. The Charlotte Hornets will be taking on the Chicago Bulls. I think that the Bulls have a significantly better team, and then the Bucks will be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. And the Bucks, they look pretty good compared to Atlanta, but remember, it's the 2K Atlanta Hawks, so they'll probably get the job done. And the Hawks are up 2-1. The Bucks are going to tie up the series at 2 apiece. Hawks are up 3-2, and the Bucks will force Game 7. The Bulls to win ahead in advance against the Hornets in 5 games. And in Game 7, we've got a close one. Trae Young has the ball with his Hawks up by 2 points. He's going to get down the lane, shoot a tough layup, misses, but Antetokounmpo kicks it out to a wide open Tyrese Maxey. Terrible defense there off the offensive rebound, and now we're down by 5. We got to get those rebounds, man. Giannis has the ball. We need a bucket. He's going to pull up a mid-range, and he missed it. You had a wide open lane. Just drive. Now the Hawks can realistically look to put this away with another bucket. We need a stop right here. Jrue Holiday, though, he's a great guy to get a stop. He can hopefully play some good defense. Okay, never mind. He's just going to foul Trae Young, who's a really good free throw shooter. Yeah, this isn't good, man. Trae Young goes ahead, steps up to the line, knocks down both shots. Not too surprising there. Now we're down by 7. We got to get a bucket right now or the game is pretty much over, and so is our season. We're going to give it to Giannis in the post. Giannis out to Holiday. Holiday for 3, and he knocks it down. Okay, maybe we can stay alive here. Jrue Holiday was having a bad game, but he's turned it up in the 4th quarter, 11 points in the quarter. But now we got to send Jalen Johnson to the free throw line. Time is winding down, so we're choosing to foul. And that was a good choice because he missed a shot. And we keep some more time on the clock. He does go ahead and make the second, but hey, I mean, we're down 5 points. There's still plenty of time left if we just get a quick bucket. Giannis down the lane. There you go. Giannis and 1. Okay, we definitely have a chance at it here. Giannis steps up to the line, knocks down the free throw. All right, 2-point game. We have made a really good comeback here, and this is some of the most IQ I've seen the CPU play with on the Bucks side. They're actually being smart and taking good shots. But if we get one more stop, man, it's really happening. This comeback is very much alive. Good defense. Tyrese Maxey, tough shot. We get the board, and we're going to call timeout. Giannis has the ball. Time is winding down. He's going to pass it to Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis, the tough layup. I thought there might have been a foul there. But now if we just get a stop, this game is going to overtime. Trae Young has it. Trae, that's a tough three. We stopped him. There's still time left. No timeouts. Pass the ball up, Giannis. Why would he do that? Okay, bro, we could have realistically won that game at the very end there. But then in overtime, we just absolutely blew it. W2K CPU IQ, man. Wow. Just terrible play there at the final second. We could have had a chance to win it, but unfortunately, we lost the series. But at least we can root for the Chicago Bulls here. They have Thanasis and Kostas on the squad with Harden and Levine, and they're taking on the Detroit Pistons in round number 2. And this was a tough series that they ended up winning in 7 games. It was a blowout in game 7, 21-point win as Thanasis dropped 39 points, and Kostas had a 26-point double-double. James Harden also had a really good game. Now we're in the conference finals where we're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks just took down the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round, so we'll see if the Bulls can get past this Atlanta team. They're up 2-1 in the series. They're up 3-1, and they're going to advance to the finals in a gentleman's sweep. Kostas Antetokounmpo is named your conference MVP. In the NBA Finals, we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. You see the Thunder a lot in these simulations, and unfortunately, they ended up winning in just 6 games. We got absolutely destroyed in Game 6. Nobody scoring over 20 points for us. But we have a chance to run it back another year. Kostas and Thanasis saw a little bit of progression. So did Giannis and Alex. So things are looking good going into another season, and hopefully these guys will be able to compete for an NBA championship. We see some of the Antetokounmpos on the All-NBA teams once again. Not a big surprise. They're some of the best players in the entire league. As for the Bucks and the Bulls regular seasons, the Bucks were once again in the play-in tournament, while the Chicago Bulls earned the 2nd seed once again. Kind of funny how that worked out. I think that the Bucks won the exact same amount of games this season as they did the last. So they're going to have to fight their way through the play-in tournament once again and earn themselves a playoff spot. But with guys like Alex and Giannis, there's definitely a chance that they could do that. And they're going to go ahead and make it. And they're the 7th seed this year. So we have a head-to-head matchup. The Bucks versus the Bulls. Antetokounmpo versus Antetokounmpo here. We're going to simcast all of the games in this series. I definitely want to hop into these. In game number 1, Chicago is going to win in convincing fashion. Alex Antetokounmpo and Giannis did everything they could. But the Bulls do have a better team around Thanasis and Kostas, so that's going to make it a little more tough on the Milwaukee Bucks. But despite that, the Bucks will bounce back in game number 2. An 8-point win as Giannis plays well, so does Alex. They get some contributions from Drew Holiday and also Trey Lyles, and the series is all tied up at 1 apiece. In game number 3, the Bucks once again 2 wins in a row. Okay, they find themselves up in the series despite being the 7th seed here. Maybe they can pull the upset. Game number 4, if the Bucks go up 3-1, they are going to go up 3-1. The Bulls are in a tough spot here. In this next game, their season will be on the line, and the underdog might go ahead and win this, but Chicago does bounce back, taking game number 5. So we're going into this game 6 with the Bulls having a chance to force a game 7 and the Bucks having a chance to advance to round 2. And we've got a close one. It's all tied up at 122 apiece. James Harden has the ball. He's going to get the screen, doesn't use it. He just pulls the 3. Giannis is able to secure the rebound. Giannis going to get the screen from Bobby Portis. He's trying to make his way to the rim. The paint was crowded, but he still found a way to get a foul there. And he's headed to the free throw line. Giannis, he's going to knock down both of them. So now the Bucks find themselves up by 2 points here. James Harden has it. He's going to give it to Thanasis. Thanasis. Thanasis, the fade is good. That was a beautiful mid-range fadeaway from Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Now Giannis looking to answer with the game tied up. He's got Levine on him, and he's just going to put the shot up right over him. Now the Bulls are down by 2. Levine's going to give it to Thanasis. The tough midi is up and it's off. Giannis secures the rebound, and the Bucks, they're looking to take a 4 or 5 point lead here if they get a bucket. Jrue Holiday, the awkward leaning shot is off, leaving the door wide open for the Chicago Bulls here. James Harden trying to get to the basket, going to swing it to Thanasis. Thanasis misses a layup, and now they're going to have to send the Bucks to the free throw line. And it looked like Jrue Holiday was like running out of bounds there. That was kind of weird. But he's going to knock down both free throws. And now the Bulls need a 3-pointer. James Harden, that is an ugly shot, man. But Thanasis gets the rebound. He swings it out to Levine, and Levine hits it. Oh my goodness. This game is very much still in play for the Bulls. Jrue Holiday is going to knock down both of his free throws, but it's still a 3-point game, so let's see. Can Chicago hit a shot? They're going to go to Levine in the corner, and he misses it. Man, we were so close to seeing a crazy ending there to force OT by the Bulls, but they're going to go down, and the Bucks with Giannis and Alex are going to go ahead and beat Kostas and Thanasis to move on to round number 2. Big stuff from Giannis and Thanasis there to move on. And they're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks, they ended up losing to the Hawks over this previous season, so we'll see if this year they can go ahead and get their revenge. They're up 2-1 in the series here. Can they take a commanding 3-1 lead? No, of course they can. It's the Hawks, but they're going to win it in 6. And they're going to move on to face the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are another one of those 2K teams, man, that have been dominating in the sim throughout this year. But we're up 3-0, and we're going to advance to the finals in a sweep. A 7 seed making their way to the finals. And we're taking on the Houston Rockets. On paper, I don't think their team is better than ours, but it's 2K, so we'll see how this goes. Game 1 goes to the Rockets. Game 2 goes to the Rockets. Okay, man, yeah, it's cooked. We just got swept. All right, all that. We made a 7 seed run to the finals just to get swept. But Giannis and Alex are still here in Milwaukee. And of course, Thanasis and Kostas are still with the Chicago Bulls. So we should see these guys continue to compete throughout this video. And I'm excited. We saw the Bucks just make a finals run, so hopefully we'll be able to see the Bulls maybe do something similar, maybe see some more competition between the Bulls and the Bucks. Okay, I guess not. The Bucks won 32 games. They were absolutely trash. They weren't even sniffing the play-in tournament, but the Bulls, they were the number 1 seed. Thanasis and Alex getting the job done. We'll see if they can make a playoff run this year. Maybe they can be the team to make the finals. They're the number 1 seed in the East. Round 1, they're going to go ahead and sweep the Brooklyn Nets. Round 2, they got the Boston Celtics, and they're up 2-1 in the series. It's all tied up at 2 apiece. Let's see who the Celtics even have. Yeah, it makes sense why this is a competitive series. They have a pretty good squad there in Boston. But in game number 5, we're going to once again lose. Man, come on. Y'all got to lock in, advance to the conference finals. That's what we want to see here. Hopefully, in game 6, they can force 7, and they do. Okay, big stuff by the Chicago Bulls. Kostas Antetokounmpo with the big game. And we're headed to game 7 here. And in game 7, we get the dub. We get the job done. Thanasis and Kostas didn't have crazy games, but hey, it was enough. And we're moving on to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Bucks, they had to take on the Cavs last season to get to the finals. We'll see if Chicago can win. It doesn't look like it. They're down 3-1, and they end up losing in 6 games. Unfortunately, the Bulls couldn't get it done, and after this, Kostas decided to take his talents to the Timberwolves, where he'll be playing with Ant-Man and RJ Barrett. So we'll see how that goes for Kostas. I feel like he was better off staying with the Thanasis on the Chicago Bulls, but I mean, he had a really good season with the Minnesota Timberwolves, so maybe it'll end up working out for him. Anyways, let's get into the playoffs this year. Hopefully we see the Bucks back in. The Minnesota Timberwolves are in the play-in tournament as the 10 seed. The Bucks are actually in the playoffs this year, where they're taking on the 4-seeded Bulls in a 4-5 matchup. The Timberwolves don't end up making it out of the play-in tournament, and unfortunately lost there to the Utah Jazz. So Kostas, it looks like he probably should have stayed with the Bulls because even without him, they still played really well throughout the regular season. So imagine what they could have done if he was on the squad. Anyways, we've got a Bucks versus Bulls matchup here. We've got Giannis and Alex taking on the Nassus. Game number 1 is going to go to the Bucks, but the Bulls bounce back in game 2, and they take game 3. In game 4, the Bucks win, so we've got a game 5 here that's going to be pivotal for the series. And in game 5, we've got another close one. We've had some great gameplay in this video. Giannis trying to get to the rim. He's going to pass it out. He gets the ball back. He's in the post, and he misses the layup, but he gets his own rebound. And the game is a 3-point game here. The Milwaukee Bucks still alive with a little bit under a minute 30 left. James Harden has the ball. Harden's going to get the screen. He's going to give it to Kostas, who it looked like was going to fade away there, but he's going to pass it, and he threw it away. Jarrett Allen with a big steal there. Giannis trying to get to the rim, and he misses, but he gets his own rebound. And now the Bucks are within a point. What a swing here. The Bulls are giving it to Thanasis, looking for an answer. He's going to pass it out to James Harden. Harden, the step back jumper. That was a tough 2K animation there, but he ended up missing that jumper. Now the Bucks have a chance to take the lead. Drew Holiday has the ball. He's going to give it to Jarrett Allen, who gives it to Giannis. Giannis, he's tired, but he's been getting buckets in clutch time. Giannis, what a pass to Jarrett Allen for the wide open dunk. And the Bucks are up by 1. When we hopped in, they were down 5. James Harden has the ball. The step back jumper is off. Jarrett Allen gets the rebound. And all of a sudden, the Bucks, they're headed to the free throw line, and they take a 3-point lead after these Drew Holiday free throws. The Bulls have absolutely fallen apart, but if they hit a 3, they could force overtime. Harden going to give it to Levine. Levine going to miss the 3, and it looks like this one is pretty much wrapped. Thanasis is going to foul Giannis, and Giannis is going to knock down a free throw to pretty much seal the deal here. What a win for the Milwaukee Bucks. They went on a very nice run there at the end of the game to seal the deal. The Nassus played well, but we didn't see any buckets from them in clutch time. Now the Bucks have a 3-2 lead and a chance to advance. And in game number 6, we get another close one. Thanasis has the ball with his Bulls down by 3. He's going to go ahead and make the layup to make it a 1-point game. He has 50 on the night. Giannis answers right back with a layup of his own. But Thanasis is hooping, man. He's going to get the ball in the post, trying to get another bucket. He just drops his defender and goes ahead and gets another shot to go in the post. He's got 52. Giannis has the ball, trying to make his way into the paint, but he's tired. He's going to swing it to Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is going to get the layup to go. We've seen a couple Bobby Portis clutch layups in this video. Harden going to give it down to Thanasis. Thanasis going to miss the mid-range. He needed that one. And now the Bucks have a chance to take a decent lead here. Alex gonna get to the free throw line. We haven't seen too much from Alex Antetokounmpo, but he knocks down 2 big free throws. And now the Bulls desperately need a bucket. Let me guess who they're gonna go to. Levine has it. They give it to Thanasis in the post. Thanasis, the pump fake, and he misses the layup. Yeah, man, GG's, bro. Thanasis was having a huge game, but it wasn't enough. 54 points, bro. He was going crazy, but he ends up losing there. Unfortunate to see that because he was hooping. But the Milwaukee Bucks are going to move on. Maybe they can get a championship this time instead of losing in the finals. They're going to be taking on the New York Knicks in round number 2. And in round 2, it's all tied up at 2 apiece. Bucks are going to take a 3-2 lead. And we've got another game 7. How many games are we going to have that are close in this video? We're hopping right in. Damian Lillard has the ball. And Jarrett Allen deflects it. Dame dives to the ground. He's going to give it to Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon Sharpe with the Knicks up by 3. Going to get the screen. Time's winding down. They're going to give it to Dame. Dame time. He was just on the ground diving for a loose ball. And then he knocked down a big 3. He's got 14 in the 4th. Giannis has it with his team down 6. They need a bucket. Giannis with Dame guarding. Going to pull the mid-range. Just drive to the basket, man. But he's going to get the rebound and go ahead and make the layup. It's a 4-point game now. That 3 by Dame was crazy. But Giannis answers back with a layup. Dame goes behind the back trying to get to the basket. He's got Jarrett Allen switched onto him. He's going to get the screen and he's going to pull another 3. This one misses though, and Alex gets the rebound. Giannis has the ball. Why do they have Dame on him? Alex Antetokounmpo with a nice cut to go ahead and make the layup and cut the New York Knicks lead to just 2 points. Damian Lillard has the ball. Dame trying to make a play in clutch time as we've seen him do before, but he misses, and now the Bucks have a chance to tie this one up. We're going to see if they can get one more clutch bucket. We've seen him make a ton of huge plays down the stretch of games, and they're going to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis, with a chance to tie the game, is going to pass it to Jarrett Allen, who gets to the free throw line and knocks down 2 big shots. The Knicks inbounding the ball here, but they're running out of time, and they throw it away. Alex Antetokounmpo with a big steal, and he has a chance to get to the bucket here. Alex is just going to pull the midi right over Dame and knock it down. Now the Knicks need one. They're going to Damian Lillard, of course, and Dame, that's some beautiful defense by Drew Holiday, and we secure the rebound. Wow, we were clutch right there, and now Jarrett Allen just needs to knock down these free throws. He's made some big plays in this game. He knocks down the first. He just needs this second one, and it's pretty much over, and he makes it. GG's. We came up clutch there, and we're gonna move on to the conference finals off some big plays by Giannis. That huge steal by Alex. Alex also had a nice cut for that layup. And now we got to take on the Brooklyn Nets. This is the last team standing between us and the finals. The Nets have Jamal Murray and Joel Embiid. That's a nice duo there. But we're going to take game 1 and game 2 and game 3. It looks like we're going to the finals, and we are. We're going to take on Sacramento, who has conference MVP Jabari Smith Jr. They've got Sabonis. They've got Lonzo. This team isn't better than us on paper. We're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. They're going to take game 3. Okay, we're up 3-1, and the Kings are going to bounce back, taking the next 2, and in Game 7, we lost. Bro, I'm done, man. I can't believe we lost in Game 7. I'm going to wrap up the video here. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.